we are going to be trying out the TikTok viral baked feta cheese pasta. So we're starting off here with our cherry tomatoes, which we're going to wash, and then we're going to pour them into an oven-proof dish. Now we've been looking at food product development, and these TikTok viral recipes are a huge way of marketing for new food products. And so we're going to be chatting more about how these types of videos actually influence us as consumers to choose and try out either new products or new recipes. And now I'm just adding about 50 mils of olive oil. And here I added salt and pepper. Now, I just followed one of the videos from TikTok, and I would definitely say do not add any salt at all at any point of the recipe. We use feta cheese, which is really salty anyway, and so I did find it a bit salty when I was trying it. So don't add salt. I would say to still add some pepper, and perhaps maybe chilli flakes would be a better substitute for salt here. That will also help reduce your salt intake as well, which is what we want to do. And this is me trying to make a TikTok, by the way. I thought I can't make this and not try. So once I've just mixed all that in together, I'm going to add the feta cheese in, as well as some garlic. Now I just use what I had in the cupboard here. You can use fresh garlic as well. Just peel it and stick it in. Mix it all together and then add in the feta cheese. Now I just got this from Aldi. The supermarkets are crazy just now, and so Aldi was the quietest one. And feta cheese it's a really salty cheese, but it's got a really high melting point, which is why it doesn't become that really melted way that you would see if you were making like roasted cheese or grilled cheese. So it becomes more crumbly rather than melted when we roast it in the oven, because that's what we're going to do just now. We are going to put our ingredients in this container into my preheated oven at 200 degrees to roast them. I've just added the other 10 mils of oil on the top, and that is going in the oven for half an hour. Towards the last 10 minutes, I brought a pot of water to the boil, and I did add salt again. The recipe calls for 150 mils of the salty pasta water when you're finished cooking your pasta to be added to the baking tray. So the pasta water gets added in with the cherry tomatoes and the feta, but I really would say don't add any salt. I don't usually add salt to my pasta when I'm cooking. I know a lot of people do. I just don't ever find it makes any difference. However, the starch from the pasta will help the sauce have more flavour, but the salt definitely was too much, so I wouldn't add salt to the water here if I was doing it again. And that is my baked feta and the cherry tomatoes, and now I'm just going to spend my time mushing it all together, which did take some time. It was a bit messy, so just watch your clothes. And I incorporated all of the ingredients in together. Now this TikTok recipe apparently has got over 56 million views for the hashtag baked feta pasta, and it was reported that supermarkets have seen a massive spike in cherry tomatoes and feta sales since it's went viral. Some countries have even reported that they're running out of feta cheese. So this is me just mushing it all together, and when I tested my pasta for readiness, obviously you want to make sure you've got it al dente, which means it's still got some bite and it's not soggy. I safely drained it over the sink, but before I drained it, I just put a bowl underneath and caught the water and then measured out 150 mils of that and added it into the oven proof dish here and mixed it all together. And then added in the pasta and mixed all that in as well. So it's dead straightforward. There's not a lot of skills in this. However, it is a really good point of conversation of how a social media platform has managed to have countries running out of cheese and cherry tomatoes, and how it's been seen by so many people, and how it has encouraged or influenced so many people to try this out. Here we are giving it a go. But that's some food for thought for our topic that we are talking about, which is the new food product development and all the stages that the marketing company, etc., has to do before a product is released. So the aim of the food product development team is to increase the sales and maintain a company's competitiveness against other like-minded companies or products. And it goes through a whole different process and stages that we're going to be looking at, including thinking up new ideas like this one and looking at the pros and cons, which is something I'd like to hear when you try this out. I definitely thought it was quite salty, and I would definitely make some changes to the next time I make it. But testing a product before it launches is the best way to do that. And then obviously the marketing plan. Now, if new food products are able to be marketed in a way that they are seen by 56 million people, that's going to have a huge impact on their sales. And the overall aim of the food product development team is to make sure that they get plenty sales and that their product is seen as the best of its kind. And this year we've seen lots of food trends, particularly changes in our buying behaviour as consumers because of lockdown and coronavirus and things that we probably didn't realise at the time. But last March, sales of UHT milk rose by 74% compared to the March before. And supermarkets said that dried pasta flying off the shelves. Flour sales as well soared with a 92% increase in March 2020 compared to March 2019, which equated to over 2 million extra people buying flour than the year before. And that they are actually comparing it with because there was the banana bread craze, the Instagram was flooded with 45,000 new photos of banana bread in April alone. And it was also one of the most researched things on Google was banana bread recipes. And I know we got involved in that food trend as well, and here is another one. But it just shows how food trends can influence our buying behaviour and get us to try new things, and how this could be a good marketing strategy as well for new food product developers, which is what we're going to be looking at over the next couple of weeks as well. So please, if you try this out, let us know. And if there's any changes you would make, I think there is definitely, I think it might be the cheese is a bit salty for me, and I would maybe try it with other different cheeses, and get some other colours in here because it does look a bit beige. So maybe some green peppers and things would also make it a bit healthier and colourful. Enjoy!